Hi guys, and thank you for joining me this morning. Today's video is what do they wish they can tell you but can't? And we're talking about your toxic family here. And when I woke up this morning, I kept hearing that LMA song, don't fuck me up, don't fuck me up, don't let me down. You know I want to be around. Um, yeah, so we're gonna do this reading. You have three piles to choose from. For group one, we have the Lapis Lazuli and the Strength card. Group 2, the Shiva Lingam and the Knight of Swords, and Group 3, the Shungite and the High Priestess. So go ahead and select your pile using your intuition, and I will catch you in your reading. Okay, Group 1, those of you guys that picked the Lapis Lazuli, this is your reading. And at the center and the forefront of your reading is the strength card and potential. And so with that, I'm really getting, first of all, I'm getting a really peaceful and calm feeling. Um, and that has to do with your inner core. So I believe that what your toxic family member wishes that they can tell you is that they recognize your courage and your strength, and how strong you are at the core, and they see a lot of potential in you. Um, and like the message I'm getting here too is like of connection as well, right? Here with potential, we have the hands coming together like this, and I'm getting that as connection. Same we here with sacred convergence as well, and so there may be some sort of turmoil or something with this family member, because here we have change. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. And the fact that it's in reverse to me sort of indicates that this may be change that you may not like, or uh, it's could be uncomfortable. It could be an uncomfortable change. It could be anything, because sometimes we don't like change, right? We don't like when things are moving fast or things are moving forward, um, or sometimes things don't work out, but it's for our highest good, because here we have trust. I trust the highest way. Change me, divine beloved, into one who wants what you want for me. Let me trust that my needs will always be met in the highest way when I allow you to guide me. And so the focus here, from them is like it's almost like for you to tame that lion, or to have that self-control, to really stay focused on what it is that you are working on. And I'm getting a big feeling of whatever it is that your purpose is. It's kind of like this thing of like, I'm feeling like they're like pushing you away, and they're saying, okay, just go. Like their spirit in some way is saying, just go do what you're meant to do and get away. Like, see how this person in this eight of pentacles is here working far away from this house. You know, he's in the field, he's completely focused, he's totally forgotten about it. And so it's like this very centering, calm energy to be able to just sit there and keep focusing. And then I'm feeling that this family member, or this toxic family situation, or whatever it is for you, is in some way like this pentacle right here that you're not focused on, right? Maybe it's something that you're gonna come back to later, and I guess maybe that's sort of part of the message that I'm picking up, for what they wish that they can tell you but they can't, is for you to just go, just trust the plan, just go do what you have to do, focus on whatever it is that you need to focus on, and connections that are going to support you in your potential, right? And maybe right now it's like you're getting these little inklings that you should be focusing. Okay, I'm starting to lose my focus right now as I'm saying that. Um, and I'm being brought to this true nature. I know the eternal. Change me, divine beloved, into the one who knows the true nature of our souls. Awaken me to the knowledge of the eternal. Let me know my true self as consciousness. And you see her, like, and these two parts to her. And then same here with the strength card, like these two parts. You have the lion, which is to me like, our more, I want to say carnal self, and this woman here who is able to control this. And so that's what I'm seeing with this focus that they want you to have. Same with this Lapis Lazuli. It's like an ancient stone. Also symbolizes courage and strength. And so this is what I'm getting with, because here we have celestial alignment again, and you know, it's like, because there's a lot with your crown chakra here. We have all the colors. I'm thinking of all the chakra system, and you know, she's sort of up in these clouds, and I'm just getting this feeling of not giving up when there's some unexpected changes that are coming up. And you know, the song that I kept hearing was don't fuck me up, don't let me down, you know I want to be around, I need to hear this from your mouth. And it's like, maybe you want to hear them tell you how much potential they see in you, how much strength they see in you, to be able to like grow something. Because I feel like you're meant to grow something here. And it's supposed to be in conjunction with other people. And it's supposed to be something in connection with your high self, your true self, and trusting a way that hasn't yet been carved out for you. And the reason why I say it hasn't been carved out for you is in the sense that you haven't taken those steps yet. Like you see here how things are in like a spirit form, and it's kind of like being brought into the physical, and that pathway into bringing it into the physical has to do with this work that has to go into it, this mastery, this level of effort that will lead you back home, I feel like, to this person or to these people later down the road. And there's potential in perhaps a reconciliation. At this point, it's all going to come effortlessly and seamlessly. The way that the words are like, I feel like these words are coming to me. I'm not even thinking them right now. And it's going to be very, very strong. Getting the number 8 again. This path is going to be very strong, and it's going to lead you home in some way. And I'm feeling that in different ways. And like, they know your true nature. I feel like on some level their spirit knows your true nature. And I feel like earlier when I said that there's like a push for you to do this, like a severing, the way that I'm seeing a severing right here, I don't know if it's a severing or not, but it's like something's being cracked. So there's a path that's being cracked, a separation that's happening for you to go down this path, for you to maybe go on this side and then they go on that side. And it says here, nothing is yet in stone. Mutable earth. And so, and I'm seeing this path again here. And I'm seeing it as something that's going to continue to grow and to blossom, your intuition. So the celestial alignment has a lot to do with your intuition, has a lot to do with, you know, I'm thinking like the high priestess, you know, really being able to tap into, you know, your crown, and being able to like download information and being able to really explore that so that you can get to work on what it is that you need to be doing, because it takes a lot of core strength in order to do this, right? So, you know, again, don't fuck me up, don't let me down. Like, I can't feel like who's saying that to who. Because you know I want to be around. Didn't think it'd ever be so hard. And maybe there's some feelings of like depression and because I see here with this mutable moon and the storm, and it's like they want you to see that there's potential in this storm for you. And like here I'm seeing this as a full moon, and things are going to, there's so much potential at this time for you. Okay, they see it, because right now I'm picking up on this this eye and this high priestess, right? They see it, and you know, maybe this person's older than you, Maybe they have more wisdom, right? Because this stone is the stone of wisdom. I'm getting ancient wisdom. But I'm also getting that for you as well. And so maybe they just have a bit more experience as well in dealing with change and seeing the outcomes of change. And I'm also feeling like maybe you guys don't talk so much. Maybe they haven't shared with you their experiences and the downloads that they get, um, or that they've gotten in the past, and the storms they've been through. Like, I'm getting this feeling of this person being someone perhaps who could have shared some information with you, some deeper, higher information with you about their experiences. Like, I'm getting this, I don't know, I keep getting this thing about like, like the older generation, and like, when they kind of sit down and, they want to talk to you. There's a lot of like oral tradition, and they're sharing their strength, their wisdom, their hope with you. And then that sort of helps you stay focused and helps you on your path in some way. And I'm feeling like, somewhere down the road, this connection may have the potential to change with this individual, so that something can grow out of it. But it's born out of your own strength and your own courage to push through the storm, because nothing is yet set in stone. And what I mean that is, like, I'm seeing it as a flower or a seed that's in the ground that you're working on. And I'm talking about the manifestation. I'm getting strong manifestation. And, like, I want to touch on what this is that you're working on, or but I mean, part of me doesn't want to, because I'm seeing the heart chakra. I'm seeing the heart chakra right here. So this has in the green. So I'm seeing something with your heart. Something, again, with the strength. It comes from your heart, right? Courage comes from the heart. So you have a strong heart. Okay, they know that. They know it in the spirit. And you're just going through this process. And maybe this is some stuff that you want to hear from their mouths. But sometimes you have to cultivate it from within. You have to cultivate it from within. So there are connections. And again, I just have to keep say this. There may be a time later on for things to manifest with this family member, or whoever this person is, because I could see the sacred convergence coming at a later time, because it's like I see a person right here. Look at this, and they're reaching their arm out after this full moon manifests, and it's a number 11. So this has to do. I'm thinking life path 11, which is a very spiritual number, and this again has to do with you and your heart, and maybe being a healer of some sort, and this coming in to manifest. So willpower, strength, they see this in you. This and I think that they wish they could share with you some of their stories of the things that they've perhaps had to endure, and how they've perhaps had to transform. But I feel like that there's a disconnect in that, like, that heart. I feel like now I'm seeing like a transmission between two hearts. I'm seeing it as being blocked or severed in some sort of way, for you to step into your eternal, to manifest your eternal. And what I mean, I hope you guys know, and I'm sure, I don't want to say I hope you guys know, I'm sure you guys know what I'm referring to if you use your intuition with this message, and you will be led back in some way. But it comes through your heart, and through you really staying focused and cultivating what it is that your intuition and your heart is guiding you to do, and having the courage and the strength to push past whatever storms, and to really embrace whatever changes, regardless of how unexpected they are. And sometimes when things are quiet, because I'm feeling a very peaceful but quiet vibe, it's your time to become this person, to master yourself, and then ultimately connect with others who will bring about your potential even more. And then maybe it's like a circle back to this toxic family or this toxic family member, and what it really took for you to get to where you're at down the road. if that makes sense. Okay, so that's your reading, group one. If you like this, please give me a like. Please subscribe if you'd like to see more videos like this. And please leave me a comment and let me know how this resonated with you. Take care, guys. Bye. All right, group two, welcome to the reading. Those of you who picked this Shiva Lingam, here is your reading. So, what do they wish they can tell you but can't? This toxic family member. Okay, so first of all, right away, I was just picking up that okay, there's a lot of tension with this person. I feel like you guys are, because with the Shiva Lingam, it's like the masculine and the feminine energies sort of coming together into a nice balance. But I feel like with you guys, it's not a nice balance. I'm getting a lot of tension, a lot of what I heard was, do you have any clue what I did to get here? I don't think you do. Like this person saying that to you, like nobody gave me a leg up. Right here we have a leg up in reverse. No one has helped me. And we have the 9 of fire and the 10 of wands over here. And so I'm getting this. Oh, I actually thought these were two 9 of wands for a minute, but now I'm realizing that it's not. Whew, and I'm getting a really strong feeling in my head, my crown. Whew, as I'm touching this. Okay. So the first message that needs to come out has to do with what they want you to know is to recognize your feelings, even though they don't come across as that type of person. Recognize your feelings. Here we have honor your feelings and higher power. And for both of these cards, you can see here, it's like a key lock where you insert, like the key is in your intuition and in your crown. So to honor your feelings, and you could see right here is like this will connect you and protect you in some sort of way or guide you. You see a little child over here underneath being kind of shielded and protected by this angel, but the key is through their third eye, their intuition, and this is what's really going to ground and stabilize you and to also help you let go of this attachment. I feel like they're saying to you, sorry to say this, because here with attachment and a leg up in reverse, I feel like they're saying to you, well, no one's helped me. Like nobody's, I've done a lot of stuff, and maybe you're looking to them in some sort of way to help you out, right? Because I'm getting this really unbalanced energy here. We have the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. It's a really like unbalanced masculine, feminine. And I feel like it's like their feminine side is coming out through this message. And they want you to recognize that maybe that it was too difficult for them to provide you with this like nurturing, this loving, I'm getting this divine feminine energy, right? They recognized their inability and their one-sidedness and their inability to provide that to you. So through this message, because of how hard they've had to struggle, how hard they've had to work, all the things they've had to do to get to where they are, it's like it's made them a certain way, but it's like your attachment to them to help you out in the ways that you may need, which is more of a loving and feminine nature. Take this how it resonates. All I'm trying to say is that there's something about feelings, emotions, femininity, nurturing, like love, gentleness, that maybe you're wanting from them, right? And they're not able to provide it, and they recognize that. And it's almost like they know that if you had that, you would be able to move on and maybe do the work that you need to get done. Because here we have the 8 of Earth, which is skilled work is rewarded, learning all there is to know about a topic, going back to school. And this attachment, and it's like this attachment is preventing you from moving forward in some sort of way. So I guess what they want you to know is that, they still have work to do too. They recognize that they still have work to do. Like they're just at the beginning, they're like a baby in the game. I just heard when it comes to um, really relying on that feminine energy within themselves and cultivating it, and then like they're so strong in their masculine. When I was shuffling these cards, the Emperor wanted to come out, but then it went back in. Um, and now I'm seeing the four. It's making me think of the Emperor. So someone very strong and gets shit done and like bossy, maybe controlling. Someone who like kind of like gets angry if, because this was in reverse, on your feelings in reverse. Maybe they've never honored your feelings. Um, because they're like, I had to do it on my own. Like maybe part of them feels like, why should I have to? I had to suck it up. I had to push through. I had to use force to propel myself, you know? But there's some part of them that is looking at you, because I'm getting the High Priestess with this eye as well, and is saying like, hey, there's an easier way to do this, and the easier way is through this more gentle approach, you know. Um, like, how do I explain that? It's just like the feminine, that's all. It's like with your feelings, you can be guided through logic, you can be guided through your feelings. One feels more forceful, and then they're supposed to come into balance, right? Um, but but they want you to know that you're very worthy of this soft, gentle energy. Um, Because here I'm getting four as the Emperor, which is who they are, which comes across a little bit like it's that song Renegade from Eminem. um, do you have any clue what I did to get there? I don't think you do. So blah 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 blah, whatever he says. I'm thinking of the 8 Mile, that movie, of all the shit he's been through and how that's shaped him into the person he is. So maybe this person grew up in a rough area. Um, who knows, right? So it's like this soft touch is sort of like they're devoid of this in some sort of way, because of it's just their energy is just not this. But there's part of them that wishes that they could hold you like this or protect you like this, because an emperor is supposed to be a protector. Like when I think of like the masculine as well, there's the toxic masculine, and then there's sort of like this gentle, loving masculine protector. But there's like elements of a feminine in it as well, and there's a balance in it as well. So anyway, what they wish they could tell you, and I think they wish they could tell it to you in a way that isn't so aggressive, that isn't so forceful, that isn't so cutting, is that it's now I'm starting to like lose my words, because it's like they're unable to tell this to you. And this is a theme in this video is, I need to hear it from your mouth. Like I feel like you're saying to them, I need to hear it from your mouth. And that's where this attachment lies, is that change me, divine beloved, into one who trusts that the perfect relationship always arrives on time. Let me feel worthy and deserving of love. And there's other people that are going to give you a leg up, that are going to help you out, if you can't get it from this person. And this person knows that. And in their low points, they know that, they're unbalanced in some sort of way, and they weren't able to provide things to you in some sort of way. I'm getting this as like a father figure, but this could be a mother figure, really, who is very strongly in her masculine. I'm thinking of like a single mother, or someone who is just unbalanced in this way. But they don't want you to attach to needing this from them, because they can't exactly provide it for you. Maybe they're working on it, but they're at the beginning stages, first quarter moon in Pisces. Yeah, so your feelings are something that you need to honor. They want you to honor it. Yeah, it's a restlessness. And that's sort of coming through. So they recognize their shortcomings. I know you want to hear it from their mouth, but, I think that you're able to get those things from your higher power. And, through this opening of your third eye and your crown, which is very clear. And that's like the first message that came through, because now my head's starting to, again, you can get that. So like when I think of things like meditation and prayer, and I'm not saying you need to do those things, but there's different ways that we can meditate and to really connect on those levels, like to the higher power that we may have, right? But it is a more gentle, and it's like through these practices we step into like allowing, the art of allowing, right? And was just a more of a peace and a serenity that can come over you, and you can have this even separate from, like, what I mean to say is, and I'm stumbling on my words because I feel like this person stumbles on their words. They're probably not the best communicators, but they want you to know that you can have it. You have the key to unlock this energy and access to this energy that they weren't able to provide for you, and that they recognize that they weren't able to provide for you. But they want you to have it. And I guess maybe they want you to just put in the work to start to unlock that, and let go of wanting it from them, or from wanting things from people that can't help you. Does that make sense? Whereas the leg up that you're looking for comes through this connection to your inner self, to your feelings, to your intuition, through your crown, and really cultivating that. And that's where you're going to balance out. And I think you're going to recognize this individual for the successes that they've had in their life, because you're able to balance out yourself and balance out the things that were perhaps missing from this relationship. And you're able to give it to yourself. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's the message here. That's what they want to tell you, is that in the ways that they weren't able to give you a leg up. So here you see it's like a protector bear, and the baby cub, So that's why I feel like this is a maternal or a paternal feeling, but they want you to get it from spirit. They want you to get it from God, from your connection. It doesn't have to be a direct thing. It could be however it resonates for you. But that's where you'll find that gentleness, that softness, that other type of protection, that you're looking. And I feel like it's going to unlock something for you, and it's going to enable you to get out there and do the work that you need to be doing, because there's this attachment to this that's blocking you with this Eight of Pentacles here. There's this thing of school. Maybe some of you guys are in school. Maybe some of you guys are studying, or you're trying to master something, or focus on putting in the work for that. But you need a gentleness with that as well, right? The same way you see her just sitting, in a forest, studying. You need some peace, you need some serenity, and able to do that. And so if it's too much being around this person, like, I would even just say, like, you can find this peace and this serenity elsewhere. And that's the message that's coming through. So that's your reading, group 2. If you liked it, please give me a like. Please subscribe to see more videos like this. I do talk about family a lot. It's just something that we all have to deal with. And we're all we're all kind of like different characters put together. So leave me a comment. Let me know how this resonated. Take care, guys. Bye. All right, group 3, everyone who picked Shungite. Here's your reading on your toxic family or their family member. What do they wish they can tell you but can't? So if you've been drawn to pile 2, do check it out. Some of you pile 1 as well. So I'll just start off by saying that. And okay, so what do they wish they can tell you? It's interesting because some of you, like, I've done pile 1 and 2 already, so I feel like a good chunk of you have a message in pile 2. And in my mind, I'm trying to relate it to this reading, and I'm like, oh, okay. I don't know, there's different aspects, I guess, that are coming through, and sometimes so many different things can be interpreted different ways. And I guess that's how I'll start this reading, because here we have duality, many meanings, misunderstandings, right? Um, so what they want to tell you but can't. So first of all, I heard stay close, right? Even when I was laying out these cards, at first they were super close to each other. I'm like, why are they so close? I usually give a bit of space between them, but okay, let me try to explain. So with this duality and many meanings and misunderstandings, I'm getting like, because I'm getting it with go with the flow, right? Because with duality, it appears, it's like that contrast, right? Um, right and wrong, dark and light. Um, but then go with the flow, right? It's sort of a different, and you see this spiral, right? It's like the wisdom of life that keeps spiraling, and water that moves through these creeks and these valleys. So the message I'm getting from this person is to stay close, and take that how it resonates, right? Because there's a lot of misunderstandings between the two of you. And I feel like with going with the flow, it's really about not trying to control things, and instead um, going with it, even if it sometimes doesn't make sense. I have a couple examples in my mind that are popping up. I mean, it's not really relevant for me to share it, but there's times where I've had misunderstandings with people and I've closed myself off to them. And then the moment I say, you know what, whatever, I'll just go with it, afterwards I realized something came through for me. Something actually really helped me out. And so it's like that wisdom of going with the flow and not knowing the outcome of certain things and not wanting to control the outcome, because I'm getting this very peaceful and serene feeling with this high priestess and wanting to stay close to. I'm seeing these shadows. I'm seeing a lot of black. It's the mystery, right? And when I'm talking about black and the shadows, I'm talking about the mystery. Like there's a whole lot of mystery in a lot of how things work in life, how spirit organizes and orchestrates certain things. So even though something can be upsetting to you in one moment, you know, uh, it's like here with the hangman, it's about finding a different perspective. I mean, like, look at this. This person's drinking upside down. They're drinking water. So there's this theme of water, of peace and serenity, finding peace, finding serenity, even when you're not happy, and being open and being curious. May you be open and explore. You see her over here with a book in the darkness with a candle, right? And so she's trying to understand and stay curious and stay open, even when it's dark, even when she doesn't understand, in the mystery, right? And that's what's going to bring you closer, because this is the number 9. It's going to bring you closer to unlocking your luck. Like here we have luck in reverse. All your manifesting, positive thoughts and visualizations have been heard. It's like letting go of control, right? So this family member, they may have ways, and again, like I said, like check out pile 2. They may have ways about them that are off-putting to you, that may seem like they're being sneaky, they're being deceptive, or maybe you're being deceived, right? Because there's so trust your inner voice, trust your intuition. If your intuition says, oh, okay, you know what, I'll just let this slide, I'll just get over this, I'll just move on from this, I don't know how to explain this. Here we have meditate in reverse. Again, this is like this thing of like finding peace, finding serenity, like connecting to your intuition. It's like a gem in her heart right here. Opening your heart and staying curious, staying open, ethical awareness, and then also looking with ethical awareness, here you have the scales, right? And finding balance with other people. That's for one. I think that's the message. I know I'm not talking too much about the message that this person wants you to know. It's like, stay close. That's what I just keep hearing, is they're telling you to stay close even if you're not happy. Be open. Go with the flow. There's wisdom in that. You don't know what's going on behind the scenes. Um, and finding balance, like within yourself, like with meditate, do things that will exercise. I have to say exercise, whatever it is that can help you deal with certain frustrations. See, because here with the Shungite, it absorbs energy. It absorbs, like, what is it, like electromagnetic frequencies? I don't know if that's the right, um, I don't know if it's electromagnetic. It absorbs like certain, like, cell phones, like things that are harmful to your body. So what I'm getting is like, do things for yourself, and this is a message from them, that are going to help you stay close to this mystery. Stay open, stay curious, stay connected, right? Because to be open to a different perspective, because it's like, even though it may be difficult, you see how here he's hanging upside down, but it's like he's still being provided for. He's still being given water. There is still assistance in this, right? And I remember one time getting this card and taking it as a message of someone being crucified, and the person that's crucifying them is coming back to give them some water to help them manifest what it is that they're supposed to manifest, or that they're trying to manifest. So it's like things can come in different packages. Like, what's that? Don't judge a book by its cover. You know what like, you guys know what I'm saying? Like, it's not about judging the book by its cover. It's about thinking that you know something when it turns out being completely different, or it ends up helping you along your path. And you're not going to know it until you're at the end of your life journey and you're reflecting back like, and I'm sure we've all experienced that, where it's like, oh, had this not happened, this would have never happened, and blah, blah, blah. And that detoured me, and that made me like this. And if it wasn't for that person being an ass, I would have stuck around there, or blah, 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 blah. So there's a lot of times where there's this conflict or whatever, but it's like a redirection or something like that, right? So the message from this person is to just go with the flow sometimes, just find balance, find your own balance, right? Meditate, exercise, do what makes you feel good, so that you can have the resilience to deal with discomfort. And that's what I'm getting with the sun in reverse. It has to do with being uncomfortable and being in the dark, right? Not knowing what an outcome is going to be, but still flowing with it, still going with it. And that's how the mystery works. That's how spirit works. And so this is the message that I'm getting from your toxic family member on what they wish they can tell you but can't. So again, there's tension, but there's something that's going to come out of it. And you just got to find peace in these things, and stay open and stay curious, and take that however it resonates. Always use your intuition. You guys know your situation better than I do, but there are things, our mind can look at things logically, and then there's ways that our intuition can guide us even when things don't make sense, and it can help us move forward, especially when we're manifesting, right? Because we're not in control of that. So that's the message here. If it was helpful, please give me a like. Please subscribe if you'd like to see more videos like this. I talk about family a lot. And leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought of this as well. All right. Take care. Bye, guys.